Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren, the film student extraordinaire, and today I'm going to be talking about accepting my most recent diagnosis of bipolar 2.
I was kissing you with my eyes open, but you said keep them closed.
First off, what is bipolar 2? It's similar to bipolar 1 in that there are the mood swings, but the swings aren't necessarily as severe. The highs will never reach the highs of bipolar 1, so instead of mania, it's called hypomania. People experiencing hypomanic episodes are often quite pleasant to be around. They can often seem like the life of the party, making jokes, taking an intense interest in other people and activities, and infecting others with their positive mood. What's so bad about that, you might ask? Hypomania can also lead to erratic and unhealthy behavior. Hypomanic episodes can sometimes progress onward to full manias that affect a person's ability to function, i.e. bipolar 1. In mania, people might spend money they don't have, seek out sex with people they normally wouldn't, and engage in other impulsive or risky behaviors with the potential for dangerous consequences. None of that sounds very appealing to me. Additionally, then there's the depressive periods. Typically, if you have bipolar 2, you'll have less hypomania than you will depressive periods. And when you're not depressive or hypomania, you're just kind of, living life, basically. It's not like you go right from the bottom to right to the top. There is the progression. Furthermore, the depression can actually be worse with bipolar 2 than bipolar 1, which I think is super, super interesting because I would have thought it would be worse like on both scales, but it's not. Now let's talk about what a major depressive episode looks like, or can look like, I should say. A major depressive episode includes symptoms that are severe enough to cause noticeable difficulty in day-to-day activities such as work, school, social activities, or relationships. An episode includes 5 or more of these symptoms. Depressed mood such as feeling sad, empty, hopeless, or tearful. Marked loss of interest or feeling no pleasure in all or almost all activities. Significant weight loss when not dieting, weight gain, or decrease or increasing appetite. Either insomnia or sleeping too much. Restlessness or slow behavior. Fatigue or loss of energy. Feelings of worthlessness or excessive or inappropriate guilt. Decreased ability to think or concentrate or indecisiveness, and then thinking about planning or attempting the end of your life. For me, my depressive episodes definitely include the depressed mood, insomnia, restlessness, fatigue, and worthlessness. Something I want to specify again is that bipolar 2 is not a less severe form of bipolar 1. It is literally a completely different diagnosis. About 2.5% of people in the US suffer from some form of bipolar disorder. I didn't know that until I was researching for this video. By the way, links down below as always. Apparently, most people are in their teens or early 20s when bipolar symptoms really begin to appear, and that really tracks for me as I'm 22 now and 21 when I was diagnosed. Medications for bipolar 2 will include mood stabilizers, antipsychotics, benzodiazepines, and antidepressants. I'm on antidepressants and a mood stabilizer. I was on the antidepressants though before for my anxiety and depression. So that wasn't like the new meds. The mood stabilizer was. I'm not going to say exactly what medication I'm on for my own privacy and everything like that, but I am on an antipsychotic. And that was really tough at first for me to be like, oh my god, I'm on an antipsychotic, because it sounded like psychosis sounds really intense. And for me it sounded kind of scary, to be honest. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much to handle. What's gonna happen? What's going on? Like, what if this medication totally like warps my brain? What am I gonna do? And I was really panicking about it, honestly. I was all over the place. And I was nervous. I started on the lowest possible dose you can start on, and I didn't notice any changes, to be honest, for the first couple weeks. My roommates, however, were like, yeah, you're calmer, you're not like crying as much. And these sounded positive to me, so I upped the dose, and I do feel a lot better since being on the medication, in the way that I do feel less, like, I haven't had as many crying jags. Instead, I've just like cried like a normal person instead of like hours on end. I have experienced emotions, but my spark isn't gone because, as my roommate says, your mental illness is not your spark. And I don't know if I doubt she invented that, but like, she's right. And I'm dealing with the meds. There are some side effects, like I'm really tired all the time, and that could be like more tired than usual, it feels like. And I keep trying to change up what time of day I'm taking the meds. I may have to switch to another one. I'm not sure yet. I'm talking with my psychiatrist about it. But, you know, we're working through it together. I really appreciate that together element. I mean, I'm on a lot of meds now, it feels like, which can be rather demoralizing, but at the same time, they're there to help me. It's there to, you know, the meds are there for me to get better and do better, and that I have to appreciate. I just want to close this hopefully short video by talking about how it feels to have another mental illness. And at first I did not want to have another one. I had accepted the anxiety, the depression. I accepted, you know, I was dealing with some trauma, but that wasn't like specifically labeled. But then to officially be labeled with bipolar 2, a completely new diagnosis, one that sounded really intense, it sounded really scary. I didn't want that. I had accepted, you know, the certain mental illnesses I had, and I was like, cool beans, we're there, I got you, we got this. To have another one that I haven't really, you know, I cannot come to terms with at all, and to be quite frank, I'm probably still not quite 100% on board. I mean, I'm working on it because the meds are obviously doing something, so regardless of whether or not I'm bipolar, obviously the mood stabilizers are really helping me in some capacity. So I have to recognize that if there is, you know, evidence that the thing's working, what it's targeting must have some form of truth to it. But it can also just stink to have another thing, another problem, and sometimes I just feel overwhelmed with my problems. I've had a hard time filming this video because I have started filming it and just felt so overwhelmed and overcome. Felt really terrible, but I had a really good therapy session tonight before I filming this, so that's why I decided, like, let's just do it now. It can basically, the short of it is, it can stink to have to add another issue to the plate, but the truth is, it's just something that once you know what's going on or have an idea, you can get help that's more specific to it. And that's what I'm trying to tell myself. I'm not a doctor at all, so do not diagnose yourself based off anything I have said in the video. If you are concerned about something, please go talk to a doctor, a psychiatrist, a professional. Please talk to a professional. I know social media is so easy for you to self-diagnose, but please don't do that. And yeah, that's it. Just a quick little video talking about something that I've been dealing with recently. And yeah, I will see you next time. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below any thoughts you have, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.